Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Cons Vlogs. We're back with another video, you guys. Today's video, I know you're gonna love it because it has the Cadillac in it. Going over how we are keeping the CT5-V Blackwing clean. As most of you guys probably know, it got ceramic coated at Coatic Lab here in Utah. They did a phenomenal job. The car is just immaculate. I mean, look at it. It's always clean. We try our best to keep it clean, and it's really important to protect that ceramic coat. Like, you don't want it to deteriorate or anything like that. It's super thick on there, and it is just, it's great. I mean, nothing sticks to this car. You can't put vinyl on it. We've tried. It's just a mess to try to get anything to stick to it if you want it to, but that's a good thing because that keeps it clean. So they did the whole car. They PPF'd this whole section. So the whole front end up to right here is PPF'd, and then down here as well, the side skirts and up to like this back part right there in front of the back wheel is all PPF'd. The wing, all the carbon fibers PPF'd. They ceramic the exhaust tips. They also ceramic the wheels, and not only the wheels but the calipers as well. So those bronze calipers are staying clean. So yeah, so we're gonna be going over what it's like to wash this thing and how we're keeping it good, so that, you know, if in the future you ceramic your car or you already have a ceramic car, this is how you do it. This is how Coatic instructed us to do it, so we're gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna show you guys the soap we're gonna be using. So we've got our wash bucket here with a dirt trap at the bottom of it, with a brand new clean wash mitt, and then we have our foam cannon right here as well with water and a little bit of soap in it, obviously. And this is the soap that we were instructed to use by Coatic Labs. It's the Gion or Gion. I'm not really sure. So it's a decontamination shampoo. This thing will clean everything, but it protects that ceramic coat and it keeps it on there. So it's a good soap to use. Obviously it will clean it, but at the same time it's not going to damage the ceramic on there or leave any scratches. And then it's important to use a clean wash mitt. Obviously you don't want to leave the swirls or anything like that. So we've got it soaking in the soap and water, and then we just added a little bit of soap and a lot of water to the foam cannon that we're going to use the pressure washer to actually foam over the car. We're going to start off by going over the wheels, getting all that brake dust off with just water, and then we'll go over the whole car with water as well. I'm not going to use a brush or anything on these wheels. Most of it will spray right off. We will let it soak in the soap once I spray it on there with the foam cannon, but I'm not going to be using, obviously, the mitt or like a brush or anything on the wheels. Look at that brake dust all over. And you can really see here on the hood, and then again on the sides here, how good that ceramic is actually working. So now that we've got it all rinsed off and all of the dust and everything like that cleared off just from the water, now we're going to go ahead and let it soak in the foam bath. So we're going to foam it up, and I think it's worth mentioning, something to always be aware of while you're doing this with a power washer is the cord to the power washer. I've seen a lot of people like washing their vehicles and that cord will just sit there and smack the side of the car or something. Alright, so now we're going to take the wash mitt here that's been soaking in the soap and water and go over the entire car with it, obviously rinsing it after like every section to just clean it off, make sure it's all good. You don't want to let the foam sit in the sun too long, or else you'll start to get like water spots. The foam will start to dry. I'll do the hood and then I'll rinse it, flip it over real quick. the back here, I'm being really careful not to let the mitt touch the exhaust tips or anything. You don't want any of the black like soot stuff getting on this. And then once we got done with it, with the mitt, we went ahead and soaped it all down again. And then we're gonna go ahead and use the same nozzle that we used before. Again, not too much pressure, and just obviously rinse the whole thing down. So we got her all rinsed off. She's looking nice and clean. Now I just got to dry her. And to do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray it with this. So again, this Gion or Gion, however you pronounce it, provided by Coatic. We're gonna hit the car with this to provide a little bit more lubrication to avoid any scratches or swirls. And then we're gonna use this drying towel, also provided by Coatic. So we're just gonna go over it all once. So yeah, we'll just take some of this. Might need to get another bottle at some point. We're just gonna spray on, go one panel at a time. So I'll do like this half of the hood right here. Get it nice like that. Then we're gonna take the towel here, lay it out like this, and you don't want to apply too much pressure on this part either. Just get it soak up the water, kind of pull it down, and you can see right there a perfect finish. So this is going to be pretty hard for me to film. It'd take me forever to do it with one hand, but you guys get the idea. That's how you do it. We're going to do that to the whole car, and then I'll catch you guys up once we get done with the paint and move on to the wheels. And there we have it. So there's the paint all done. Again, went over it with the ceramic quick detailer to, just to make sure that there's enough lubrication there that we're not going to cause any friction or any scratches directly on that paint or on that ceramic. By the end of it, the towel was really saturated, obviously, with water and the ceramic detailer. Now we're going to hit the wheels. So I'm going to use the ceramic detailer again just because those are coated. But I'm not going to use a drying towel like that. I'm going to use a soft microfiber to do that. I mean, she is shining. So here, microfiber. This is the same, you know, ceramic detailer. So we're just going to go ahead and just spray some of this on. It'll spread around pretty good. I'm also going to spray some directly on the towel, just so everywhere the towel goes, it will be lubricated with some of that. Just get that on there. And again, you don't need too much pressure. Just go over it, you know, make sure it's clean, make sure there's not going to be any water spots there. Not too bad. One of my favorite things about these wheels, about this car actually, in general, is not only the bronze calipers, but here on the wheels there's a nice little V logo on the wheels, which is pretty cool. You can see here I'm not even done with this wheel yet, and you can see all the brake dust collecting on the microfiber. So we're just going to go ahead and flip it over to a new side, and then we're going to use probably 2 or 3 microfibers just because we want to be using a really clean side. Again, no scratches. You can see how well that one turned out. Super clean, reflective, even though they're satin wheels. Looks a little bit glossy. Just, it looks super good, man. Complements the rest of the car. The calipers, I can't really get to that well. They're okay though. The ceramic on that does a great job at keeping that brake dust off, versus other cars like my SS. They get filthy, but those look pretty good, so we're just gonna leave those. And there we go. She is done, you guys. So again, you can see how clean the wheels look. And then obviously the rest of the paint. Kind of a tedious process, you guys, but it's totally worth it because, especially on a car like this where it's so rare, it's really important to keep the paint in good shape. You don't want that thing looking bad. I mean, this thing literally looks better than it did when we drove it off the trailer. So shout out to Coatic Lab for the ceramic and for all the help and the details and the instructions they gave us on how to maintain this thing. If you want your car ceramic or detailed, tinted or anything, go ahead and look them up there in Davis County, Utah. Again, Coatic Labs, super great dudes. But that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. One thing I do want to mention is normally during the drying steps, those last 2 steps with the wheels and the paint, I would pull the car into the garage to get it out of the sunlight, but right now it's not in the sunlight and it's probably like 40 degrees outside. I mean, you can see my reflection in here. It's crystal clear. Great work. gonna wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you got any questions, comments, or concerns down below. Before I go, I do want to mention the color on this car is shadow gray metallic. I get a ton of questions about that. It's shadow gray metallic, that's the color. Smash that subscribe button down below, you guys. Thank you for all the support I've been getting on the channel recently. And that's gonna be it. I'll talk to you guys on my next video.